Good night to all. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. This is retired Command Sergeant Major S. Centeno. Please, before I forget, share this video in special with a fellow veteran out there to help them out. We're gonna have an interesting topic tonight, so please share this video before you go anywhere, okay? I salute you tonight. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night from here, from Florida. Again, this is the retired Command Sergeant from Etching Consulting. You can find me at etchingconsultation.com. Again, you can find me at etchingconsultation.com. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Before you do anything, share this video, number one. And number two, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Etching Consultation. Again, Etching Consultation, you can find me on YouTube. All right, so you can help me out and we can spread some love out there for those service members that need some help. We're gonna have an interesting topic tonight. We're gonna talk about retirement. It's special for Reserve and National Guard. Before I start in the topic, what do? I do VA claims, or I do help with VA claims. I also do retirement consultation. Again, I do retirement consultation. VA claims also can help you with resumes, in special federal resumes. You can call me live. At the end of the live, I actually give a portion. If you want to call me, the phone number is on the screen. You can call me at 321-710-5570. Again, 321-710-5570. You can call me, you can let me know, you can put a short message that you're gonna call me, and I can put my headphones so I can take your phone call, okay? Again, I'm live on Facebook and also in YouTube, in my YouTube channel. This stays recorded. If you did not watch the live, we're gonna have a great topic tonight. I cannot emphasize this enough. We're gonna talk about gray area retirement. Again, we're gonna talk about gray area retirement. What does this mean? This is specifically for Reserve and National Guard, okay? If you have served in the following services, this live is for you. I cannot emphasize how important this is, okay? You must understand the importance actually of this topic. So this is in reference for those that have served in the Army National Guard, Air National Guard, Air Force Reserve, Army Reserve, Navy Reserve, and Marine Corps Reserve, okay? This is specifically for you, and you need to pay attention to this live because this is pertains to you and gray area retirement, okay? What does gray area means, okay? Let's start with that. Again, this is for Army National Guard, Air National Guard, Air Force Reserve, Army Reserve, Navy Reserve, and Marine Corps Reserve, okay? This live is specific for you. Make sure you share this video for those that have served and they have done their 20 years plus before they reach their 60th birthday, okay? So let's go into the topic. What does gray area retiree means? Gray area retirees are members who have served in the National Guard or Reserve and are qualified for retirement pay, okay? And have retired from their service, but they have stopped drilling, okay? So you actually meet the requirement for retirement, which is 20 years at least, minimum of 20 years of service in the Guard or the Reserve for all those branches that I talked about, and you stopped, you already done your 20 years, or you can borrow my 20 years, more than 20 years, and you said, you know what, I don't want to do more time. I just want to retire. I just want to hang the hat and just wait so I can actually meet my 60th birthday so I can qualify for my pay retirement, okay? So you stop drilling but are not yet the age where they can start receiving retirement pay, okay? The time between the retirement from service and the date when you are eligible to begin receiving retirement pay is the gray area, all right? That's what is called the gray area, the time between the retirement from service and from when you are eligible to actually receive your pay. A Guard or Reserve member is generally not eligible to start receiving retirement pay until the age of 60. Let me repeat this again. A Guard or Reserve member for all those branches that I talked about is generally, and I'm going to talk about some exceptions here, not eligible to start receiving retirement pay until they reach the age of 60. Really important for you to understand this. Now, however, some periods of active duty, of active service can reduce the age requirement below 60 years old. This is called the reduced age retirement. Please reach out to your branch to see if you qualify for this period of active duty or active duty service. The earliest age that a gray area retiree can start receiving reduced age retirement pay is age 50. And I want to verify this because to my understanding was age 55, so something changed here that I will definitely like to clear up, okay? According for the information that I found now is 50, okay? What does that mean? Before I go into some topics. What that means is, and I'll cover this here in a second, if you serve, okay, in periods of 90 days of increment, contingency operations, and I have a video which I post on my YouTube channel specific that talks about this topic, about contingency operation, also declarations of emergency by the president, okay, also qualify, and you have to have a certain code in your orders to qualify for the reduced age retirement pay. Okay, what that means is that in increment of 90 days, you can retroact it back from the age of 60 and you can start drawing your retirement pay earlier. All right, a lot of service members don't know this out there, and this is really important. This is specifically again for the services of Army National Guard, Air National Guard, Air Force Reserve, Army Reserve, Navy Reserve, Marine Corps Reserve, and many service members have no clue that they must submit a pay retirement packet. I'm going to repeat this again. Many service members have completed their 20 years and even more than 20 years, and they think that only having the retirement orders will actually start automatically their pay, and that is not correct. If you do not send your retirement packet pay, you will not receive a dime. And that's what I'm here for, to help you with your retirement pay packet. All right, I do have a special video which I post the link when I edit these videos on YouTube, because it specifically talks about the packet and how to submit it, where to submit it, and the checklist, which I'm briefly going to talk about it in a second. If you don't submit the retirement pay packet, you will not receive your money. I have seen many service members that have retired already from their service, and they are not receiving their pay because they did not know that they have to submit a retirement pay packet, completely different from your retirement packet. Your retirement packet is when you get your retirement orders, and usually your unit is the one that helps you with this, okay? But you are responsible to send your pay retirement packet. The unit will not do this for you. You are responsible and sole pay retirement packet. If you don't do this, you will not receive your pay, okay? Your retirement pay will not start automatically until you submit this packet. Now, let's discuss a couple important points, okay? Before we go into some checklists here. The first thing you need is a checklist. All right, you need a checklist for your pay retirement packet. I will change the slide here to show you the one from the Army Reserve, okay? Every branch has a slight difference, all right? And I'll discuss that in a second in a couple of websites or resources that you can find your specific branch where you serve with, and actually it'll help you out to find the information. But the first point that I want to cover is you need a checklist. Without the checklist, you will not be able to put the packet together. All right, so let me change the slide over here for a second so I can show you the one for the Army Reserve, okay? This is super important. Point number one here, changing to my slide, you need a checklist, all right? I will go to some resources that you can find a checklist. This is specific for the one for the Army Reserve, okay? I do not know if the Army National Guard has the same, all right? Because I retired from the Army Reserve, but I will show you where you can find all this information. The checklist is pretty much self-explanatory, and it tells you specifically which forms you need, and most of these forms you already have on your retirement packet, or in the time of service that you have served, that you already have this document. But it's important for you to collect all this together and put it together before you actually submit it. It tells you here where to submit the packet, okay? Submit application by using one of the methods. You can send it actually through mail, or you can actually send it via email. I recommend everyone out there to prepare the packet before you actually depart or leave your unit. This is the reasons why. If you're already in the unit, you already know the personnel in Spatial Human Resources. If you're missing any document, you can get it there. It's easier for you to get it, because if not, once you leave the unit or depart the unit, if you're missing any document for this specific packet, you're gonna have issues on finding the documentation. Like I said again, you should have these documents, but if you don't have them and you already depart the unit, you probably moved to another state or another place, another location, and it's far away, and the people that were in the unit at the time probably have left already the unit. So it's really important for you to understand that you must have the checklist, number one, and I recommend to send it or have it ready, before you completely depart the unit. You can have a standby, okay, have an official copy, right, in paper and hard copy, and you can also have a draft email already drafted to send it to Human Resources, to the pay people, so they can receive it. So you can see here, this is for the Army Reserve, where to send it, Army Human Resources Command. Attention, this is where to send it actually to official email, or you can actually scan it and send it to the email over here. And I will post these links on my YouTube channel so you can see. Hey brother, thanks for tuning in, my brother. I haven't seen you in a while, Caban. Saco, tipo, I know, brother. It's been a while, mi hermano. He estado mucho trabajando, and by the way, I'll be going to the frontera pretty soon, man. So we've been super busy working. But thanks for tuning in, my brother. Gracias por conectarte. So it's really important for you to understand that you need the checklist, okay? And also that you need to have it. You need to have a standby, and you can also have a hard copy, like I said, and also have it drafted on the email. I'll do the first version on English, and then I'll transition to Spanish, okay? This should not be a long video because I already have a video. I just want to emphasize, because I'm having a lot of people that are asking me about the pay retirement packet, because they do not know that they have to submit this packet, okay? That's the reason I'm doing another live, because it's your money, and if you don't say, if you don't send this, you will not receive any money. I'm sorry, it's really important for you to understand that, okay? So this is really important. Another thing, I will go to my packet. I did talk already about this. This is actually my packet. I do this one for informational purposes. I edited a lot of information, but as you can see, I have most of this already pre-prepared before I send it out to Human Resources. If you serve, like I told you, in contingency operations or emergency operations like Hurricane Maria, and you have your orders DD214, you have to put reduced age 90-day drop. If you don't do this, they do not know you're claiming the reduced age 90-day drop to start receiving your pay early. And if you don't do this, you will not receive your money early. Okay, so for example, I'm going to start receiving my pay, or expected to start receiving my pay at age 57, because I have deployments after 2008. And I do have a video just about that information, okay, that was passed by Congress in law, that if you deploy after 2008, you can use the reduced age drop, but also change in 2014, 2015, that you can cross fiscal year, okay? And I do have a video. I'll put the link so you can understand that. But the point here that you must put the reduced age day on this form, which is called the DD Form 108, okay? If you don't do this, they will not see that you qualify for the reduced age drop, okay? So I'm just gonna go briefly over here on the packet, your pay form, where to send the money, really important. Some of them, well, the packet will ask you for the the life insurance for your family, okay? And if you have any questions, again, you have to put the reduced age in this form too. Like I said, I edited a lot of information here. This is for the family members, the option you're gonna pick for the insurance. Okay, or who's gonna receive your pay if you die. Okay, when you're eligible for retirement pay, your spouse also are eligible to receive 50% of your pay, all right? But this is the packet. Again, this is just for informational purposes. I edited a lot of information and I took a lot of information out. This is the points, okay? So you have to submit that in the packet. It's really important for you to have your point to the form 5016. And this is what I'm saying, that you must, or I encourage you to prepare the packet before you completely depart the unit, because a lot of people will have a hard time to actually to find this information. In my case, because well, actually the 20-year letter, you must have your 20-year letter on the packet. Also, in my case, I had to put my my rank orders when I made E9. That's a requirement for E9, because you have to make the requirements for the academy. That's the reason that is in there. And again, this is for Reserve and National Guard. I want to make sure I made this clear. This is survivor benefits, like I talked about, insurance and all that good stuff. Here are the orders. In case you have orders that you qualify for the reduced age, the 90-day drop, you must put your orders. And like I talked before, you have to make sure that a code is in there, okay? And I talked about that code here in a second. I do have a special video just for that, and I'll put the link. You see this code over here, 12301. This is the one of the codes that qualify for the 90-day reduce, so you can start getting your retirement pay earlier, okay? So you must ensure that you have this code. Like you can see, this is an amendment to my DD214. This is the DD215, and they did the amendment. This is another code here, the 12301. And if you qualify to the reduced age, you must add your orders and your DD214s. As you can see, I'm not messing around. I have mine on the queue. I have my orders. I have the packet ready. What do I say this? Because a lot of service members out there do not know this. A lot of service members out there are probably 62 years old right now, and they're not collecting a dime. All right, and this is the reason that what I decided. I have, in the last week, I have 2 people that have asked me, service members, about how to do this, because they either do not have the checklist, or they don't know how to do it, or where to send the packet. So this is pretty much an example of the packet. I will post the link about how to get the checklist, where to get it, and let's discuss that real quick, okay? Let me go back. So the different branches, point number 2, the different branches have different guidance and resources. I'm gonna go into a website so you can see that all the branches have a different checklist or different information that you must ensure that you follow. Okay, for example, if you go, and I have a lot of information here, so you work with me for a second, okay? If you go to this website over here, okay, and I will post this, this is the Defense Finance and Accounting Services. Gray area retirees, okay? You go down here again for Army National Guard, Air National Guard, Army Reserve, Navy Reserve, Marine Corps Reserve, and Air Force Reserve gray area retirees. To apply for retired pay, you see it right here, retirement, and here's the links for the different services. Army National Guard, Army Reserve, Navy Reserve gray area retirees, Air National Guard, Air Force Reserve gray area retirees, and Marine Corps Reserve gray area retirees. This is the links. I will post it in the YouTube video. So you go directly and you go to your branch and you find the checklist that you need, put it together, and we'll tell you where to send it. If you need any help putting the packet together from any branch, I can help you out with that. I have helped people from the Navy, and I have reached out to help them out. Now I do have the information. It's easier to send an email than to call, because calling sometimes they get confused and they don't know how to help you, to be honest with you. Point number 3, you must have your retirement orders in order to submit your packet, okay? You have to have your retirement orders in order to submit your packet. Point number 4, it's recommended to send your packet at least 9 months before you expect to start receiving your pay. I'm going to repeat that one. You must, and it's encouraged to send your packet at least 9 months out before you expect to start receiving your pay. So it's really important for you to understand that. I recommend you to send it at least a year before you expect to receive your pay. Okay? At least a year. I recommend you to send it because I just got some information that I've been following some YouTube channels, and they got a backlog, and it took this guy over a year to start collecting his paycheck. Again, this is usually at age 60 with the exception of reduced age. They talked about that, and that's under the National Defense Authorization Act. Okay, service members who serve in contingency operations, like I said, or mobilizations under specific orders are eligible to start drawing their pay early in increments of 90 days. In case, it's important for you to add your orders, deployment orders, and also your DD-214s. If you don't do that, you're gonna miss out. I have another website about the National Defense Authorization Act. I will add that website. I will go over all the websites and information that I have, so you have them all before I transition to Spanish, okay? Point number 5, I recommend you to prepare your packet while you're still connected to your unit. I did talk about that. The reason is because it's easier for you to get signatures and you still know the personnel. For example, in the pay retirement packet, there's a form, DD form 2656, which asks you for a witness. You can do it at your unit and have it signed before you leave. You know how hard it's going to be for you to find a witness after you retire from the military? It's going to be hard. That's the reason that I say that. I cannot emphasize enough to get your pay retirement packet standby and ready on the queue. I recommend to have a hard copy and also a digital copy. You can have it saved on a thumb drive. You can have it saved on your computer, but as you know, computers can crash. So I recommend you to have it on actually a thumb drive, okay, and actually have a hard copy. Lastly, don't worry if you serve in another service. Like I said, I have this website. I have helped other service members, and the hardest thing to do is to collect all the documents to put your packet together. I'm going to say that again. The hardest thing to do is to collect all the documents to put the packet together. All right, some service members already have this documentation, some others don't. All right, before we go into the news, let me show you all the websites here real quick, and I will post this on the YouTube channel. All right. We talked about this website is really, really handy. This is for the Army Reserve and National Guard. It talks about the retirement application process. Also, the checklist you see over here. You can click here and actually download the checklist. You can talk about the process, which is actually, I think I downloaded it already over here. So this talks about the process at age 59, before if you're eligible, a timeline, how to do it, and you can actually get that from that website, okay? The process, the checklist, you can download it from here. You can go here where it says checklist. You click on this, and actually the checklist will pop. All right, see in the bottom over here, and bam, it's a checklist. Okay, I will put these links on the YouTube channel so you don't have to worry about it. So you can download them, okay? Too easy. This is the checklist over here. We talked about that. This is another great website about resources and Army Retirement Services, where you can find updated information. They have some videos there, pay application, and it's important for you to actually get updated on this information. Let me see what else I got here. This is the gray area, retirees from DFAS, and this is the one that you can actually find your branch and find the information for your specific branch. So you can get it, you can get the checklist from there. And also, this is military compensation. Military compensation also talks about retirement. I will post this link. This is about the National Guard and Reserve early retirement age. I talked about that here in a second. I talked about the National Defense Authorization Act, and this is about the increments of 90 days that you can start drawing your pension or your money before you reach 60. A lot of service members have deployed in the National Guard and Reserve that do not know they qualify for this. You need UDD 214 and orders. I can't emphasize that enough. Many of you have lost this information, and you have to make sure you saved it, or you have to make sure you find it before you submit your pay packet. So I will post this link. This is early retirement from the Guard and Reserve. This is actually to start receiving your money early, and this is about the change of 2015, which you can cross fiscal years in increments, okay? And also my Army benefits, I will post that link so you can have it, all right? This is a short video tonight. Let me go into the news. A lot of stuff is going on out there. A lot of stuff is going on out there. A lot of stuff. Let me see what I put the news at. Forgive me for a second, guys. I thought I had it here, but I don't see it. But it's okay. I will transition to Spanish now. I don't think anybody has any questions. Caban, brother, I hope you're doing great, man. How's the weather, man? Over here in Florida, it's great, man. The weather is great. El clima acá ha estado tremendo. Estaba esperando para la gente, pero sé que mucha gente está trabajando. I'm transitioning to Spanish, folks, right now. So if you don't have anything in, this is the English portion. I will transition to Spanish now. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, please send me an email or message to my website, etchingconsultation.com. Do not forget to add your name, phone number, and email so I can reach back to you. Or you can actually send me a private message also on Facebook, or you can do it again through my website. So, muy buenas noches, este es Sargento Mayor Retirado de Comando de Centeno. Estoy transicionando a español. Tenemos un tema muy interesante en esta noche. Estoy hablando para esos de habla de español que se le hace un poco más fácil entender la información. Estamos hablando de retiro, del paquete de retiro de la paga. Muchos soldados no saben que para empezar a cobrar su dinero, si serviste en la Guardia Nacional, en la Reserva, tienes que someter un paquete. Y es bien importante que entiendas esto. Mucha gente pregunta qué yo hago. Yo hago consultas de veteranos, también hago discapacidad de veteranos, consultas de retiro. Puedo también ayudarte con resumés y también puedo ayudarte con notaría pública si vives en el área central de Florida. Por favor, no se olviden de suscribirse a mi canal, Etching Consultation. Otra vez, Etching Consultation, el canal de YouTube. Me ayudan a seguir enviando un mensaje para aquellos veteranos que necesitan esta información. O también me pueden enviar un mensaje privado a mi página que es etchingconsultation.com. Un disclaimer, yo no represento a ninguna entidad del gobierno. Esto es un negocio de consultoría. Yo lo que hago es ayudar a veteranos basado en información y experiencia. Estuve 25 años en el ejército, me retiré como sargento mayor y tengo mucha experiencia en veteranos, en discapacidad y también cómo trabaja el sistema de retiro, de paga, y puedo proyectar lo que vas a recibir cuando te retires. Si me quieren llamar, lo pueden hacer directamente al 321-710. Cuando termine el live, a lo último de un espacio, aquellos que me quieren llamar, 321-710-5570. Estamos hablando esta noche de lo que se llama el Gray Area Retirement, el área gris de retiro. Y esto es específicamente para aquellos que sirvieron en la Guardia Nacional y en la Reserva, específicamente para el Ejército de la Guardia Nacional, para la Fuerza Aérea Reserva, para también la Fuerza Aérea de la Guardia Nacional, también para la Naval Reserva y también para la Marina de la Reserva o la Reserva de la Marina. Esto es bien importante porque muchos soldados no saben, o miembros de servicios, que tienen que someter un paquete para recibir su paga. Esto no tiene que ver nada con el paquete de retiro. Cuando tú recibes las órdenes de retiro, esto es un paquete adicional y mucha gente no lo sabe. ¿Qué es el área gris, como le dicen, o gray area? Esto es personas que han servido y cualifican para empezar a recibir su paga, pero todavía no tienen la edad. Usualmente esto es a los 60 años de edad, con algunas excepciones, pero usualmente a los 60 años de edad. Si serviste en lo que se llama Reduced Age Retirement, esto es lo que quiere decir que el Congreso pasó una ley que si serviste después del 2008 en lo que se llama Contingency Operations, que es a la guerra Irak o Afganistán, Kuwait, y tienes órdenes de contingency que se le llama, pues puede cualificar para empezar a recibir tu paga antes de los 60 años en incrementos de 90 días o 3 meses. Para esto hay unas especificaciones y voy a cubrir eso en breve. Nuevamente, esto aplica para aquellos que han servido en la Guardia Nacional, Aérea, en toda la reserva, también en la Naval, la Marina, Guardia Nacional y Reserva. Muchos no tienen esta información y es bien importante. En esta semana me han contactado 2 personas que cómo hacer la paga. Una de ellas ya tiene sobre 60 años y todavía no ha recibido un centavo de su paga porque no lo saben hacer o no tienen la información. El paquete completamente es diferente del paquete de retiro. Tienes que entender que se te da las órdenes, pero este paquete tiene que someterlo antes que seas elegible para empezar a recibir tu paga. Este paquete es completamente tu responsabilidad. Si no lo haces, no vas a recibir ni un dinero. Y obviamente tienes que hacerlo. Lo primero que necesitas es un checklist. ¿Ok? Hablé de eso, algunos puntos que voy a hablar. Necesitas un checklist. ¿Dónde encontrarlo? Voy a cambiar mi página rápidamente. ¿Dónde encuentras esta información? Voy a hablar de algunos enlaces de páginas donde puedes encontrar esta información. Esta es la del Ejército, Guardia Nacional y Reserva. Aquí puedes ver, ir al proceso de cómo hacerlo. El checklist que estoy hablando lo puedes bajar aquí donde dice checklist. Aquí estoy. Si le das aquí en este link, el proceso, aquí te lleva por el proceso. Si eres elegible a los 60, cuando tienes los 59 años, es recomendado que lo hagas por lo menos 9 meses antes de que esperas recibir la paga. Yo te aconsejo que lo hagas por lo menos un año antes. ¿Está bien? Aquí vienes y puedes buscar el checklist. El checklist está aquí. Nuevamente voy a poner estos enlaces o estas links en la página de YouTube cuando edite el video. Le das aquí o cliqueas aquí y entonces te va a salir acá abajo la página que te dice los documentos que necesitas. Bien, este es sencillo. Tienes que asegurarte que tengas toda esta documentación y poner el paquete listo. También te dice dónde enviarlo. Puedes enviar una copia dura, como le decimos, o copias, un paquete de papel en papel. O puedes enviar un correo electrónico. Yo le recomiendo a la gente que envíe un correo electrónico porque tienes pruebas que enviaste la información y, en mi opinión, es más rápido y puedes guardar la evidencia. Aquí está la dirección donde la tienes que enviar, y aquí está el enlace o el correo electrónico donde tienes que enviarlo. También puse el mío de ejemplo. Ya tengo un video anteriormente de este tema. Voy a ponerlo en el enlace de YouTube cuando edite el video para que veas lo que tienes que hacer, pero este es el mío para hablar brevemente. El checklist, ahí están algunas de las formas. Ya el mío está pre-llenado, todavía no está completo, pero ya el mío yo lo tengo básicamente ya dispuesto. Ya la forma de la paga es muy importante, que tengas la información correcta. Toda la información tiene que estar, todas esas formas que te hablé. Edité mucha información y saqué muchas formas para hacer esta versión solamente breve. El seguro de vida, también que tu esposa tiene derecho a recibir tu pensión si falleces hasta 50%. Es bien importante que pongan esto en la forma Reduce Age 90 Drop si serviste en combate, como te dije, en Contingency Operation después de 2008. Si no, ellos no van a saber que estás aplicando para que empezara a cobrar tu dinero a una edad más temprana. Estas son algunas de las formas. Nuevamente, estoy yendo bien rápido. Esto es el seguro de vida, si no me equivoco. Sí. Hay algunas formas que necesitas testigos. Por eso es que te digo que es recomendado. Te recomiendo que lo hagas mientras estás en la unidad, cuando te den las órdenes de retiro, para que lo tengas stand-by. Estos son los puntos Si necesitas también corregir los puntos, necesitas la carta de 20 años, bien importante. Las órdenes si serviste en combate después de 2008 o si serviste en emergencias nacionales que el presidente estableció. Hablé anteriormente también de los códigos que tiene que tener las órdenes. En este caso esto es un amendment de una 214, esto es una 215 y esto es uno de los códigos 12301. Está bien. Aquí hay otro código, el 12301 Delta, y estos son desplazamiento. Huracán María también cualifica, pero tienes que estar seguro que esto estés en las órdenes y también en la 214, porque si no, no te van a dar crédito y no vas a poder empezar a cobrar tu dinero más temprano. Pero esto es en breve por encima. Si necesitan alguna pregunta referente, solamente quería que vieran el paquete. Déjame ver qué más tengo por aquí, ya que estoy aquí. Dije dónde pueden sacar el checklist del ejército y la reserva, Guardia Nacional y reserva. Hablé del checklist, hablé del procedimiento. Estos son algunos enlaces o páginas web donde puedes buscar una información. Las voy a poner en el enlace de YouTube cuando edite el video. Información muy, muy importante. Esta es bien importante porque aquí puedes ver que si no estás en el servicio del ejército, todos los links están aquí para los diferentes servicios. ¿Ve? Aquí está el de la Guardia Nacional y Reserva del Ejército. Aquí está la de la Naval. Aquí está la de la Aérea. Y aquí está la de la Marina. La misma información que estoy hablando del Ejército también la tienen en los diferentes servicios. Otra página que también voy a poner de enlace tiene información muy buena. Está hablando de Belén de Retirement System. Las calculadoras que puedes hacer para ver cuánto vas a cobrar. También te puedo ayudar con eso. Esta página habla de lo que hablé anteriormente, de cómo empezar a cobrar tu dinero antes y si cualificas. Esto se llama el National Defense Authorization Act. Esto empieza desde 2008, como dije. En el 2014-2015 hubo un cambio y es que puedes cruzar año fiscal y puedes juntar los días. Antes no podías hacer eso antes del 2015. Y esto es bien importante porque entonces si hiciste órdenes de 60 días después del 2015, ¿verdad? En Kuwait o en María, lo que sea, hiciste otro órdenes en el otro año fiscal, lo puedes unir y puedes coger crédito en incrementos de 90 días. Es bien importante que entiendas eso, incrementos de 90 días. Voy a poner este enlace en la página de YouTube para muchas personas no saben esto. También aquí, My Army Benefits, voy a poner esto en el enlace para que tengan esta información. Punto número 2, hablé en el enlace que todos los servicios tienen su página y puedes buscar esta información. Punto número 3, tienes que tener tus órdenes antes de someter el paquete. Por eso es que digo que hay dos paquetes, el de retiro y el de la paga. Si no envías el de la paga, no vas a recibir un dinero. Hey sir, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Talking about retirement package here for pay. You missed the first version, which is in English. I'm on the Spanish version, so if you want to see the whole thing, which is a great video for service members, I recommend it. I'm talking about the pay retirement packet, which a lot of people don't know that they have and must send a retirement pay packet before they reach their age or being eligible or eligibility. So again, the first version is on English. I'm in the Spanish version, so for those out there, I'm gonna leave the video on YouTube and also on Facebook, okay? Punto número 4, se recomienda que este paquete se envíe 9 meses antes. Te recomiendo yo que lo envíe por lo menos un año antes. So it's recommended to send this packet 9 months before you expected to receive retirement pay. This is usually at age 60, unless the exception that I talked about, which is under the National Defense Authorization Act, and that's if you deploy contingency operation 2008 and forward, you can start retracting back in increments of 90 days. Hablé de eso, que puedes ir de los 60 en incremento de 90 días y empezar a cobrar tu dinero más temprano. So if you expected to, let me give you an example. If you deploy after 2008, contingency, Iraq, Afghanistan, National Guard Reserve, Okay, you have your orders, DD214. You can start receiving your pay at age 59. If that's the case, I recommend you to send that pay packet at least at age 58. Okay, they misplace packets. If you want to receive your money, you must ensure that you submit your packet. It's recommended 9 months. I'm telling you, send that at least 1 year out. So that's how that works. That's called the National Defense Authorization Act. I will post a link so you can have it. Voy a postear el enlace. I'm going back and forth because I know I have Colonel Damian Sickinger here, so he doesn't miss the first part, which is in English completely. So again, you can start doing your retirement pay in increments of 90 days, and you must have your DD214 in orders. On the packet, you must put reduce age 90 on the top right corner so they see that you're actually applying to start receiving your pay early. Point number 5, I recommend you prepare the packet while you're still connected to the unit. Te recomiendo que hagas el paquete mientras estás conectando con la unidad because you know the people already. In some of these forms, you need a witness. All right, you don't want to leave the unit and then don't have your pay packet ready and stand by, because I'm telling you, I retired at age 2020. I was 46, 45. So think about, I'm 45. I'm not expected to start collecting my money until 57 because I did some deployments after 2008. If I don't have my packet together now, I still have 9 years before I can start submitting my packet, or 8 years. Think about having all these documents together. If you don't have it together now, imagine how hard it's going to be for you to get it together before you submit it. That's the reason I said put it together now. Put it together when you submit your retirement packet and you have your retirement orders, and just put it standby, have it on the queue, and have a hard copy before you submit it. So les recomiendo que tengan el paquete y que lo hagan antes de irse de la unidad. For example, DD Form 2656 needs a witness. So if you don't have a witness, how are you going to get a witness? You're already in the unit, get the witness, get it signed, done deal, have a standby, and send it to Human Resources. Okay? Lastly, do not worry if you serve in another branch. I do have the links, like I told you before, and you can click on the link and you can actually find out where to find this information. And I'm going to go there one last time so you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay? This is the links that I talked about for the Army. This is where to find the checklist. Is over here. Sir, I will put this on the links. And you got my information. If you need this, I can help you out. But this is where you find the checklist. This is the process. Okay, this is the process how to do it. This is the checklist. This is clicking on the link. And this is the packet over here that you have to submit. This is where to submit it. And this is, you want to send it hard copy or you want to send it by email. So eso si lo quieres mandar directo en copia dura o si lo quieres enviar correo electrónico. So the other link that I will post all of them, but this is the other one that you can find your branch and you can actually click and find out the information about that branch. I'm talking about specifically Army, National Guard, and Reserve, okay? But that's pretty much it for tonight. I've been going almost 45 minutes. For those that missed part of the video, this is gonna stay on my channel, Etching Space Consultation. That's in YouTube. Also, you can find me at my website, etchingconsultation.com. Again, etchingconsultation.com. What do I do this? I like to help service members out there. I hope I can help you out. When I completely retire, coming soon in 4 years, I'll be out doing this more often so I can have more life and actually help more service members out there. There's many service members that do not know that they have to send a pay packet to start receiving your pay for Reserve and National Guard, unless you went into the Sanctuary program and you have 18 years plus, or you did your 20 years. And we all know about that. But again, thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Hope the family is doing well. Caban, I don't know if you have anything. Those that tune in, please share these videos with people out there, service members. And here in Central Florida, here to help, Retired Command Sergeant Major one more time. Hope to see you next week on Thursday. If I don't have a live because I'm busy working, okay? I'm a working man and I'm super busy. So stay strong. Do not give up. See you guys next week, okay? Hopefully. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, bye-bye.